Hello, everybody. I had a bit of a strange experience today. I want to tell you about it. I went to hospital to visit somebody, first of all. That's another story for another time. And on the way back, I phoned my wife and I said, look, I'm just going to nip by the local shop on the way back and get some groceries because we needed a few things, kind of thing you do, normal life. Anyway, my local shop has recently had an upgrade, and there's a set of security barriers which you have to walk through to get into the shop, do your shopping through the tills and out the door. Well, when I approached the security barriers to walk in, I was approached by this gentleman, and he had in his hand two of these little miniature bottles of wine. You know, the kind where you get a glass and a bit out of each one, and a packet of Maltesers. Either he was in for a good time or it was a romantic meal for two, although a bit of a snack one. Well, he kind of busted through the barriers and the alarms went off. For shoplifter, must have been, or he's just, God knows. But I looked around and I thought, where's the security? Nothing, gone. Statistically, shoplifting and violence towards shop employees is on the rise. In fact, it's turning into a major problem. You have the same in the States as well, in places like New York. I've seen video footage where people will just walk in, clear the shelves unimpeded, and walk out. Nobody does anything about it through fear of possible repercussions, I suppose. It's crazy. Now, one of the problems is there's no adequate deterrent to stop these people from doing this. There's no adequate punishment to stop these people from doing this. There are a whole myriad of laws which cover, you know, assault, cover theft, and cover all sorts of other serious criminal activity. They're not getting enforced. And if people are apprehended, they're given the soft glove approach, kicked out the door. Well, Rishi Sunak thinks that he's got all the answers to this, particularly where innocent shop workers are being held up and there's been all sorts of problems. Today he vows to stop shoplifters in their tracks with a tough package of measures. In response to an epidemic of violent thefts, assaulting a shop worker will be made a specific offence for the first time. Prolific shoplifters will also be fitted with GPS satellite electronic tags so their movements can be tracked. I wonder what planet these people are on. Assault, violent assault, you've got GBH, you've got ABH. Fitting somebody with a tag. Don't fit them with a tag because you'll just track them walking into the local shop and the same thing happening again. Arrest them, get them off the street, and if they do it repeatedly, stick them in prison. It's called the law. It's called enforcement. Now, the problem is there is nobody on the streets who will catch these things in action. And our emergency services now are at such a reduced level, especially as I found out with the NHS the last couple of weeks. It takes forever for anybody to get there. So these people are just running riot, doing whatever to whoever, however. So I would like to know, Mr. Prime Minister Rishi Sunak, how you propose that this new law is going to be enforced. How is this new law going to work? And if anybody is prosecuted, which I very much doubt, what will the punishment be, I wonder? I'll go back to America again. One of the things that can happen in a shop is a stick up. Somebody could walk in, put a gun in somebody's face, rob the place, and leave. Well, that is a felony, a very serious crime. You end up in prison. And in certain places, New York particularly, if no one was injured, even though you've had a gun stuck in your face, it gets pleaded down to what they call a misdemeanor. And it can be, shuffled out the door, slap on wrist, don't do it again. This is the kind of world we're living in now. Oh, I know, let's just make a new offence. Let's make it look good. Let's make it look as if we're actually doing something when we actually don't give a shiny shite. How much more of this do we have to entertain? Somebody tell me. I'm coming from a point of view where I remember years ago how law enforcement actually worked. So it is rather laughable. Let me know what you think in the comments. Please hit the like button on this video. Helps the algorithm push it around. Getting a decent load of likes on videos lately, so I appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Please share my stuff on social media. It's appreciated. And I look forward to talking to you again soon. Toodaloo.